for those of you who are still single, there's a lot of opportunities. So what are the trends happening in 2025? Found this article for Yahoo Life.
Yes.
We have dopamine dates.
Okay.
Say goodbye to boring dinners. I love this.
Yes.
Dopamine dates are all about sparking joy with unique experiences.
I love that because a date is a restaurant dinner date is a dime a dozen. You've had so many of them, but like if you could do it in an escape room, you have real opportunities to make really lasting impressions rather than just sitting over across the table on a dinner having a mundane conversation.
And, make sure that you know this person, because imagine you do a dopamine date where you're like going to do something adventurous and you realize that that person really doesn't like that sort of stuff. I think maybe the coffee date would be a good filter, quick
like
little
that.
get together. Let's see if this is even worth it. And if so, maybe then you can be like, oh, they said they like go-karts.
Yeah.
Freak matching.
Okay.
Inspired by Tanashi's viral hit, Freak Matching celebrates finding someone who matches your energy romantically, sexually, or just in vibe. Maybe in vibe. Freak matching. I don't know. But I mean, if that's your thing, maybe people who freak match know what this means. Maybe they're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Next year's the year for this. Not for me.
All right. What's up, everybody?
Welcome back, and almost closing in on the holidays. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to all, and almost a happy New Year's right around the corner.
Yeah, when this episode, literally a day or two from now, New Year's will be rung in, and we'll be in 2025, believe it or not, which is kind of crazy. But
yes, that's right. Yeah, this episode will drop now on, the week of New Year's.
The week of New Year's, and, people are out and about with their families and celebrating and this, but New Year's is going to come, and then with New Year's, like every year, New Year's resolutions, people want to be better, people want to do better with careers, finances, but also, very importantly, relationships, right? People who are in healthy relationships, they want to do better. People who are in unhealthy relationships, sometimes they want to cut ties and start fresh, and people who are single, they want to finally, hopefully, meet the love of their life. And so I guess this article kind of goes right in hand.
So we found this article, preparing everybody for the new year. Fortunately for both of us, we are in happily relationships. Marvin is already married, having a celebration right around the corner. Excited for you.
Yeah, thank you.
But for those of you who are still single, there's a lot of opportunities. So what are the trends happening in 2025? Found this article for Yahoo Life.
Yes.
And for the first one, some of the trends. The first one is cruising. Dating apps are leveling up. Cruising is all about finding your tribe, not just your soulmate. Whether it's brunch buddies or a Coachella crew, Gen Z is building connections beyond romance. It's a no-pressure way to vibe with people who just get you.
I like it. That's pretty cool.
Like that? So it's just finding like your crew, and not so much.
Not so much the pressure of like, I have to find the one, but rather, maybe a few people that you really connect with, link with, and kind of find and share the same hobbies with. I think that's cool.
We talked about this whole about like, you don't have to feel lonely being alone or whatever. Like this is kind of that example where, you find your clique, find your group of people that you can find that you have a bond with over something, and
and see what comes. And even if it's not romantic, but having platonic relationships sometimes is a great way, and it's so important in life to find people that you care about and that truly mean and give you purpose as well.
Well, and I think if dating is your goal, I mean, you're kind of creating this crew of people that you have similar interests in. So if anything, it'll be easier for you to meet somebody.
Yeah, I love it. Second one is hobby homies.
Okay.
Forget small talk. This trend is for singles who want to bond over passions: cooking, skating, gaming, whatever makes your heart sing. This trend is about connecting with someone who matches your energy. It's a perfect setup for relationships to grow organically from shared interests.
So this one is actually really cool.
I like that.
And it goes back to like finding someone with similar interests as you.
Yeah.
So finding a hobby, not only does it kind of make you go out and like look forward to doing something, but it also connects you with other people who have a very similar hobby.
For sure. If that's the gym, we have a great healthy ecosystem of friends that work out and all that stuff, but other people may not have that. And so if you want to maybe switch up, go to a different gym, take classes, start something that maybe you haven't done before up until this year. That's a great way of kind of connecting with people that share the same views as you do.
I agree. I think it's going to be super cool.
Yeah.
We have dopamine dates.
Okay.
Say goodbye to boring dinners. I love this.
Yes.
Dopamine dates are all about sparking joy with unique experiences. Think escape rooms, improv nights, or a street art tour. These dates bring the fun, ignite chemistry, and create unforgettable
I
memories.
love that because a date is a restaurant dinner date is a dime a dozen. You've had so many of them, but like if you could do it in an escape room, you have real opportunities to make really lasting impressions rather than just sitting over across a table on a dinner having a mundane conversation. I think
I
that's
also
cool.
think it's makes you think outside the box. It
Yeah,
checks off the creativity box for sure. Um, yeah, it kind of forces you, to
think outside the box
I just
also.
yeah, exactly what I said. Think outside the box and just kind of look for something to really do together, not so much sit there. I know that we're really big advocates on first date should be like a coffee date,
Yeah,
but you know what? I still think it's important. Make sure that you know this person because imagine you do a dopamine date where you're like gonna do something adventurous, and you realize that that person really doesn't like that sort of stuff. I think
yeah,
maybe the coffee date would be a good filter.
I
Quick
like
little
that.
get together. Let's
Yeah,
see if this is even worth it, and if so, maybe then you can be like, oh, they said they like go
yeah.
karts. Maybe we can go over there or the arcade. We can
Mm-hmm.
go, yeah.
Or kind of a thing, you have a coffee date, maybe it's a Friday afternoon, things go well. Hey, there's an improv that you want to go
There
to.
you
There's this
go.
upcoming artist or comic, you want to check it out. Maybe you guys could continue that date on after you feel like "Yeah, this is cool. I can like spend another few hours with this person." I think that's nice.
Yeah, creativity is gonna be a big one. Okay, for those dopamine
Yes.
dates.
The next one, I think that's one right up your alley. Blaze and Bond.
Ooh,
420 friendly singles. This is for you. Blaze and Bond is all about relaxed meetups over a smoke session. It's chill, no pressure, and a vibe for those who prefer the dates as laid back as they are.
so this is. I
That's
mean,
funny. That's funny.
listen. I enjoy a nice blazing bond every now and then.
Cool.
However, I think if you're with someone who likes blazing, I think that this could be fun. Where it's like,
Yeah.
hey, because that's kind of the reason why I like blazing. I like really like when I do that with people, and I kind of sit in a group like this or in a circle, and we're just talking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like letting yourself kind of relax. Like it's like a social experience.
Yeah.
Almost. Like, that's how I see it. Maybe I'm a pothead, but that's kind of how I see it. So whenever you like maybe someone else is the same, after a while, I wouldn't say maybe the first day be like, yo, let's blaze. I know although people do that, but I think it allows for conversations a little bit to deepen,
Yeah.
explore a little bit more.
And this also might be suitable for
Relax.
maybe not someone you've never met before, but maybe a friend of a friend, or maybe somebody who you've been friends with. And you're like, you know
True.
what? Hey, you want to spark up?
Yo, good one,
Yeah,
Marv.
yeah. Like I'm thinking that, like, not someone who you've never met before. I'm not sure if I'd be fond of that. First time you met them, hey, spark up. Although if that's for you, cool. But maybe somebody that that, hey, listen, we've known each other for years. I'm comfortable enough to blaze up with this guy.
Yeah, like we've always blazed around, or I've seen you. We're like, why don't we post up?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
a good
Something
opportunity.
so.
Yeah, like, okay, I
Mhm.
like that, Marv.
You like that, huh?
Damn. Number 5, collabor dating.
Okay.
For the creatives, dating now doubles as content creation. Whether it's
Oh.
co-producing TikToks, building joint playlists, or snapping photo dumps, collabor dating makes dating an opportunity to create and connect. Your life equals aesthetic goals. I don't know if I like that one.
Really?
It's almost, you know what that reminds me of? You know those girls who like every month they post their new love of their life and it's like a new guy every time. I
Yes.
feel like this is gonna lead to that where it's like, oh, let's collaborate for content creation. We're gonna go on a date. So are we really dating?
For the authenticity and the experience,
Or
and us,
for the
or for the
views.
views and the content, or because we know it'll get more clicks. I like that. Yeah, because I feel like, man, we should get away from that. We should get away from the TikToks, the social media, the constant, I need to get this amount of views, and commercializing everything and making everything into
It feels like an ad.
an ad, right? Like, oh, it's gonna be authentic and da da da. Like, live your life authentically away from this thing.
The thing is that when your life revolves around this thing, it almost feels like you have to. I wanted to ask you,
Yeah.
what do you think about those people that they record their lives, which is kind of the new thing. Everyone's just posting videos
Like
of
a
like what
like
they
a
do.
vlog,
Like a vlog.
yeah.
And then their vlogs include all these dates. Do you think that's a little bit too much, or do you think it's kind of exciting to follow along?
I think that's too. I've never really been a fond of these couples.
That was,
And
that was my
like
next one.
like couples and married couples and listen, there's a market for it, and I know they do very well. Some of them
Like
will
your
do.
life is
It's
is it a real life that you post, or is like
Right.
are you trying for
yeah, like those.
now your page, like your brand now?
Yeah, it's like, hey babe, let me record you opening up this gift or whatever. Like, don't pretend that this camera is not here and like open up this box or whatever. Like, it's like, I think there are certain things that you just should be kept like away from social media. And if you can monetize certain things and certain hobbies, whatever, I'm all for that. But I think like your love life is one thing that I personally believe should maybe stay away
Yeah.
from that life, from social media. You know, like there's so much out there, but like, you know, do you really want people to know about everything about your life? I personally don't, you know. So, but to each their own. I don't know how you feel about that.
I don't know. I think I'm on the same page as you.
And listen, like we talk, we
I don't know.
talking about the
So
podcast
much.
about everything, and we have people be like, well, you said this 3 years ago that you care about this, and I'm like, really, you remember this, and that's awesome, or, you know. But like certain things about, especially about my relationship, and down the line if I have kids, it's like that you don't need to know about
Yeah,
that.
do you want it that intrusive?
Exactly,
I
no.
don't know if
And obviously, I'm not like, we're not, you know, fucking big times anybody, but I could only imagine on that bigger scale. No, I don't need to my life to be micromanaged and dissected.
on a microscope.
Exactly, I don't need that. What is the next one? Flex dating. Busy girls. This one's for you. Flex dating is all about short, low stakes meetups. Grab a smoothie, crush a quick workout, or run errands together. It's real life dating with no pressure to overcommit. Listen, I don't mind this. I don't know about running errands together as a date, but grab a smoothie. Hey, let's have a quick workout. You know, we've talked about this.
Do you think that this classifies as a date though? I mean, I do like the idea of like, hey, you know what? Like, I gotta work out. I really don't have time. Do you want to just link up there? Okay, yeah. I want to spend time with you. Let's work out.
I don't think that's a date though.
I don't think it's a date either.
don't think it's
but
a
I think
date.
it's a good gesture, like a good bid
Yes.
of of love.
And somewhat of break the ice. You know, there's some people that are listen. They get nervous on dates. This is a way of maybe like keeping in a neutral playing field, something that you're familiar with. Hey, I like working out. You like working out. Just work out together. Have a few conversations throughout the sets and whatever, or chat. And if things are going good, hey, listen, you free tonight? Or tomorrow? Hey, you want to do this or do that? I think it's an opening, and if things go well, and if not, hey, listen, at least we worked out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think so. It's not a date, in my opinion, but it
I
could
agree.
be
It's not a date.
a stepping stone to a date.
Okay.
You know?
Freak matching.
Okay.
Inspired by Tanashi's viral hit. Freak matching celebrates finding someone who matches your energy romantically, sexually, or just in vibe. It's about letting your quirks shine and connecting with someone who's all about your full spectrum.
Okay. I don't know what I think about this one.
Is that
Man.
what, connecting off of your kinks?
Yeah, like maybe you like, I don't know, a certain thing. I don't know. You like anal, so then you're going to find people that like anal too. I mean, I don't know how that works. I don't
I
know.
mean, maybe.
I don't
Right?
know. I think that's kind of silly. I don't think that's necessary. Although it's important to be with somebody who,
Well, yeah,
Has
because
things with
imagine
you.
someone likes kinks and then you're like, no, not really.
I guess it depends what kind of kink, because there's certain things people love, kind of all kinds of stuff. Where the freakier it gets, the less and less people you're gonna find that will be into that stuff. Maybe.
Maybe in vibe, freak matching. I don't know. But I mean, if that's your thing, maybe people who freak match know what this means. Maybe
Yeah.
they're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
next year's the year for this.
Yeah.
Not for me.
No. Shadow phasing, testing the waters in a new relationship. Shadow phasing keeps it low key. Crop photos, subtle posts. It's a way to nurture a connection before putting it in the spotlight. I think this is kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate this when people
Yahoo.
like, what is this
What's
like?
happening?
What is this? People call it like a soft launch, where it's you have to go through 5 slides and then you see it on arm and then like the 6th one. I think that's dumb. I think.
Or like flowers.
Yeah, like
thank
oh yeah, or
you.
thank you note, or oh, love you, whatever the fuck. Like I think that's kind of silly. I think you're trying to bait people, or you're trying to be like, oh look at me, I'm not trying to make it a big deal, but hey, I got somebody. I think it's silly. Listen, I do am a big fan of like, hey, don't put everything out there. You just said it. There's certain girls, especially girls, who will post a new guy every other month, and I'm like, dude, like, wouldn't you want to wait until like, hey, listen, this is the person for me to post this person, because we already know you ain't gonna last, and in 3 months it's gonna be another guy. So I'm really much big on that, where it's like you don't need to post everything, especially if you're not completely serious with somebody. Keep it offline, but you don't need to. Oh, I'm gonna be subtle about it and hidden captions and secretive fucking posts and stuff like that. I think that's kind of childish.
So yeah, I don't really like this one at all.
Yeah.
I'm
It's like
I'm
you're
still
playing a game.
I'm still on the keep it private until what is it?
Yes.
Until it's public. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's no need to really, tell people anything until you know it's legit.
Gotcha.
Don't be posting shit for no reason.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Offline only. That was my leg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Offline only. Remember life before the swipe. Offline only is bringing that real life energy back. Dates are phone free, focused on face to face conversations and genuine connections. It's intimate, nostalgic, and oh so refreshing.
I like it.
I am a huge fan of this one.
It's and this is obviously in dating, but also when you're in a committed relationship or even marriage. Like like we get so addicted to this, and it's like sometimes I'm like, let's put the phone away and have a conversation. Let's have dinner. Let's go on a walk, or whatever. And in this case, obviously, this is about when you starting the date or meeting people. Huge. I don't know, like I think it's super disrespectful when you're on a date with somebody and they're like on their phone, unless it's like
Or like the phone on the table.
Yeah,
I
like
don't
dude,
like
who
that.
are you, a fucking surgeon that is waiting on a call? Like, come on. I think that's silly. I think that's crazy if you do that.
Surge.
Yeah, I mean, if you like, hey, this is not an emergency call or somebody like that's okay, but you don't need to be on your phone on the date.
I like that, yeah, and I feel like we're so connected to our phone, these days. Where we understand because we were like in the transitionary period of having no phones, two phones.
Yeah.
That was kind of like our age group. Now
Sure,
it's like
yeah.
you're born already, like you see kids with tablets already.
Yeah.
So it's like imagine their future. But before that, like they didn't have technology, so it's literally
Right.
like you had to go out. So I think having that mix where it's like, hey, we're so consumed with technology, we're so consumed with electronics, we're so like distracted with it. I
Yeah.
think having that little void come
Yes,
in and
yes,
that
yes, yes.
absence of it allows you
Yeah.
to really be in the moment, focus on what's happening, pay attention to the conversations, and
And live in the moment too.
live in the moment,
Live in
which
the
I think we
moment.
forget a lot. We're
And-
always worried about the future. We're thinking about the past.
Yes.
We got to disconnect a little bit.
So true.
Last but not
I
least,
think there's another one. Soft life standards.
let's hear this one.
Yes, as black women are redefining luxury and love in this 2025 dating trend. Inspired by influences like Jada Wade and couples like Sierra and Russell Wilson, soft life standards prioritize respect, thoughtfulness, and indulgence, from surprise vacations to intentional acts of love. It's about finding a partner who matches your energy and celebrates you daily.
Well, that I like.
Yes, but this applies to, it says black women, but I think this should be everyone.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
saying?
just
Yeah.
focus more on
Yeah.
the soft life standards, prioritize respect, thoughtfulness, and indulgence, from surprise vacations to intentional acts of love. It's about finding a partner who matches your energy and celebrates you daily.
I like that, yeah, because
really nice,
listen,
Ron.
there's so many people that they date and they just go through the motion. They with someone, hey, this person doesn't take me out, he doesn't get me flowers, he doesn't show me off, and it's like, dude, life is too short to be with somebody that's like doesn't really like celebrate you. You know, like you, and I'm not saying they have to buy you this and buy you that, but just someone that generally shows you that they care about you and respects you and loves you for who you are. That could mean whatever. If that's a vacation, if that's just a note that says, "Hey, I love you," when you wake up, or making you coffee in the morning. Like it doesn't have to be anything extravagant or grandiose, but the fact that the effort and the fact that, hey, I thought about you. I think that goes so far. And I feel like a lot of people just settle in those relationships or in those dating phases when there was someone like, yeah, we hook up and it's cool, whatever, but that's really it. And I'm like, is that really all you want out of this relationship? I don't think so. I think 2025 should change things up.
Absolutely. So speaking about that, do you have any plans for 2025? Maybe for you and your partner?
We got a couple plans, yeah, for
Oh.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple plans, but like I want to focus on like new experiences, slowing down a little bit. Spent so much time like working and all this and this and this, and sometimes like just the days and the weeks are starting to fly by. And then I know you know how that feels. So it's like this year I kind of want to slow down a little bit. I want to cherish the moments that even if they seem mundane. I want me and my wife Claudia, to try new things, whether it is new experiences, new adventures. And this doesn't necessarily mean to travel, although we love traveling, but there's also certain things that on a daily that you can try or on a weekly that you can do. So new experiences, going through the motion, enjoying even the simple things. I think that's kind of be my goal for this year when it comes to my relationship. And my marriage, this is the first year that we've married. We just got married. We're having our celebration that's coming up, and I'm super excited. And yeah, I just want to nurture the relationships that I've have and that I've cultivated over the years, and just kind of be more grateful for that. I think that's a good one. I'm healthy. My wife is healthy. Knock on wood. And God willing, this is going to continue, and that's really what I want to focus on. I think we get caught up in a lot of the things that, that we shouldn't be, and this is a year that I kind of want to pull back a little bit.
That's good. I like
What do you think about that?
I think that's amazing. I really like that, and I think it's important because you can get a little bit busy.
Yeah.
But, sometimes it's good to slow down, be in the moment.
Yes.
And cherish those
Yes,
times,
yes.
especially it's your first year, with your wife. With many more to come.
Yeah.
Many new opportunities. Eventually, baby, then house, then who knows?
Right,
and that's
right,
exciting.
right.
It's the discovery of your new relationship and what's to come. And I think I'm very excited for you.
Thank you.
For the next year. For me, I am getting married.
Sure.
So a little bit more delayed than you. We're going a
Yeah.
little bit more of a traditional route. You went eloping. Kudos to you. Smart move.
Yeah.
So now it's basically just like, the timeline. She's there looking for dresses. I'm going to plan my thing for a tuxedo. Hopefully a little trip to get, with my people together. But
Yes.
I think all in all, I'm really, I'm like allergies right now.
It's okay.
I think for me, I think it's, especially with my partner, already idealizing her, or idealizing? I don't even know if that's the right word. I'm already trying to think more wife. Like, how does a husband treat a wife?
Yes.
How does he talk about her, see her, act with her? Like, now, I put her before anything.
Yes.
Like, if my family starts tripping and my girl needs something to do, or maybe her family's tripping and needs
your
something,
wife,
I'm like,
yeah.
yo, I'm picking my lady first no matter what.
Yes.
That's kind of what I'm really trying to, put effort towards, because that is the future. I mean, after that, we are going to be, husband and wife, and especially after we get married at the end of next year, 2025. So I'm already putting more effort towards my relationship to really be more present.
Yes.
Especially now with the shift of my career once again. She's been so extremely supportive, but it's really giving her back the time and really thanking her for being super supportive and an amazing partner.
For sure.
So it's a lot more invested into that. Do you have any New Year's resolution for you yourself? Or better yet, do you have your word for 2025?
Oh, that's a good one. Then
I was asked today. I still need to think of mine. I wanted to ask you to see if maybe you know one. But the one that they gave me, the one listen to theirs. You can't use the same one though.
Okay, I won't.
They said it was abundance.
Oh,
it's a good word.
Good one.
It's a good word.
Damn.
You think of any words yet that maybe come off the top of your head? Maybe we can postpone this till next episode. Next time we record is see what we come up with.
I think
you're gonna have your wedding celebration situation.
Yes.
Maybe you come up with something, but maybe we should ponder on that. In the meantime, what is your word for 2025? Is there a word that describes what your goals are, what the theme is, what you want to accomplish?
Yeah, perfect.
What you want to bring into the world?
I love it. I was even gonna ask, what are your goals for 2025? Whether it's if you're in a relationship, if you're married, single. I guess somewhat of a twofold question. The goal. What's your word for 2025?
What is that word?
And what's your New Year's resolution / what change do you want to do in 2025? What do you want to give up? What do you want to gain? That's a good way of doing it. We can make this a clip. We'll take submissions, and next time we go over.
I like that.
Cool.
Let us know down below. What is your word for 2025?
Happy New Year's, guys. Merry Christmas, and stay safe, guys.
With
Love
love.
you. Mwah. Ciao.
Happy New Year's.